Hey, breathe, bro, breathe. Alright y'all, so before I start this video off, I just want to say, if y'all boys want to play this game right here, and I'm not gonna lie, this game is fun. It's called One Piece Fighting Path, and I know a lot of y'all like me wanted this game for a very long time, so I'm trying to put y'all up on sauce because this game is fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I know y'all see me going crazy with Luffy right now, but yeah, if y'all boys really want to play this game, I'ma just need 500 of y'all to join my Discord, and y'all gotta be active too. I'll put y'all on, I'm not lying. And with that being said, let's get to the video. Alright, so we start off with Blueno telling Robin how worthless she is and stuff like that. And then he tells her that Luffy and them came to the island to come save her. And she was like, damn, bro, they dumb, bro. I told them not to do this. And this man Blueno was over here just milking it, talking about he gonna take them to Impel Down with Frankie. And then Robin was like, bro, you really gonna do that? What happened to our agreement? And then Blueno tells Lucci to tell Robin what was the conditions. And the conditions were that excluding Robin, the Straw Hats will be able to make it out of Water 7 safely. But since they decided to come to Annie's lobby, that's their fault. Then Robin was like, you really gonna break our agreement over some technicalities? And then Frankie, he was like, y'all really gonna do her like that? Y'all fucked up for real. So this man spun him, he turns his head at him, and he was like, bro, shut the fuck up. And he started stomping on this man's head, saying that it's their job to deceive pirates anyways and all that. And what makes it even worse, this man looks at Robin and he kicks her in the face and he starts stomping her on the ground, bro. And when I say this scene made me so pissed because how he was doing them, bro, I was pissed. Anyways, after all that spawner, he prepared his men to take Frankie to Impel Down and Robin to the Navy headquarters once the ships get ready. Anyways, after that, both Fukudo and Blueno was peeping game that the report about Luffy being only 5 Marines was low-key kinda sus. And not only that, Blueno, he peeps that the receiver is off the hook. Anyways, we cut to the Straw Hats and they just zooming through these Marines and agents like nothing. That boy Sodom was really putting in that work, I ain't gonna lie. And them boys was still blasting at them. Sanji, he get pissed and he kicks the door at them, bruh. Meanwhile, Chopper, he was talking to Sodom and basically he was telling Chopper how loyal he is to Frankie. And not only that, bro was happy because somebody could understand him. Anyways, he ended up telling them that Sniper King didn't end up making it on his back. And then Chopper, he started to freak out, and same with Nami. And both Zoro and Sanji was like whatever about the situation. And after that, we cut to Luffy and this man already climbing on top of the roof of the courthouse. Meanwhile, the guards have no clue where he's at. Anyways, Luffy, he was like, damn, how I'ma get across? And he was like, you know what, forget it, I guess I'ma just have to hop over. And to this man, Blueno appears out of nowhere. And of course, Luffy was confused because like, who wouldn't be confused? Hey, you're that boy that's working with that stupid pigeon guy.
I knew that report was capped, seeing that you're standing right here in front of me.
Whoa, how did you appear like that? Maybe because those stupid horns?
I'ma be real, it did feel kinda suspicious because there's no way you took out only 5 Marines.
Man, you really surprised me.
This is the furthest someone ever even made it here, but that's okay because you'll be the last.
And then after that, they was having a staring competition to see who's gonna break their mewing streak first. And this man Blueno was over here trying to look like he's that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Get the hell out of my way. Tell me, how long do you plan on to keep mewing like this? Huh. Until I die.
And yeah, we just gonna end it right there. Hopefully y'all boys enjoy another one of my videos. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. After that, we cut back to the Straw Hats and Chopper, he was still freaking out about Sniper King not making it on there with them. And Zoro was like, it's too late, and even if we could, it's not like we can just go back and save him. I'm pretty sure he'll figure something out. But Nami is like, the whole island is swarmed with Marines. He's not Luffy, basically trying my boy. And Zoro tells her that they gotten stronger every challenge they face. So we cut the Sniper King. This man was tucked away under Oimo hair. And as he steps out his hair, he steps in a puddle of his tears. But this man Sniper King thought the Marines were trying to flood him with water, until he finally realized that it was Oimo that was crying. And Oimo, he was talking about how him and Kashi is both a letdown to their bosses and to all the giants in Elbaf. And Sniper King, he was putting 2 and 2 together. He was like, wait, you mean Elbaf, the warrior village? And Sniper King asked him about his story. And eventually Oimo, he tells him, and it turns out that their bosses was Dory and Broggy, who the Straw Hats met on Little Garden. And y'all remember they been fighting for 100 years, but the only reason why they was fighting is because of this little girl asked them which one of their Sea King that they caught was the biggest. But due to them running that fight, their crew had to split up, and they just end up going back to Elbaf. But after all that, both Oimo and Kashi went back to go to that same island to see if they were still fighting. But in the process, they end up getting caught by the Marines. But the Marines, they end up capturing them and told them that they caught their bosses, and told them the only way how they'll set them free if they work for them for 100 years. And then after all that, Sniper King was like, bro, they captured y'all the whole time. We seen both Dory and Broggy having their evenly matched duel for over 100 years. That is insane, bruh. Anyway, Sniper King, he was saying how much he looks up to them and that they are his masters and he want to be as great as a warrior as them. And yeah, pretty much y'all get it. After that, we cut back to the Straw Hats and they was still zooming through the crowd like it was a nothing. Until one of the Marines pulled out a cannon with a scope on that bit. And then they boom shot him right in the chest. And I'm not gonna lie, I kinda felt bad for him. I mean, look how they had my boy. He was over here clinging to the little life he had left. I mean, he was just over here suffering. But anyways, after that, Zamba, he tells the crew to hop on Gamora because it's pretty much wrap for Sodom. And not only that, the crew, they cannot get stuck because they the only one that can stop CP9. Not only that, even my boy Sada was telling them to go. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda felt bad for the poor thing. But yeah, they end up doing that, and then we cut back to Luffy and Blueno. And this man Blueno was trying to take Mu into a whole nother level. I mean, you can tell, just look at the look on his face. But Luffy was telling bro to get out his way, and Blueno was like, it doesn't matter if I move or not. You set your foot on Annie's lobby and now you're an enemy. Fighting is a waste of time. You got a taste of our strength on the last time we fought. You know, I found it crazy how he was saying all of this because remember, today is still that same day they fought. It just any lobby stay daytime all day, every day. So the fact that Luffy is about to do what he's about to do make this even more crazier. Yeah, maybe you're right. But you know, for some reason, I feel like I'm gonna kick your ass this time. And my boy Luffy was not lying because this man, he run towards him and Blueno uses his iron body and Luffy punches that boy with that clean gum rifle and had this man looking stupid. This man Blueno was so confused because he was like, how this man Luffy doing this much damage? He wasn't doing that before. But Luffy wasn't giving him no time to think because he immediately throws out his gum Gatling and this man Blueno just barely dodges it. But too bad for him because my boy Luffy was already ready for his next attack and he caught this man lagging in 4K. Bro thought he was gonna use that lag to his advantage. But nah, cause my boy Luffy booms him. And what made this interaction so crazier than what it's supposed to have been is because this man Luffy punches him without even looking at him. That's how confident he was knowing he was gonna boom Blueno. And this man Blueno, he gets up side-eyeing Luffy because his lag didn't work. This man Luffy had this man leaking too. I don't care about your mewing streak or anything else like that. You can do whatever you want with that crap. All that matters is getting big booty Latinas and getting Robin out of here. Oh wait, and I forgot to say, look nigga. And then after Luffy told him that, we cut back to the Straw Hats. And already they was about to take Gamora out, but this man dodges it. Them boys should have had aimbot. Anyways, they end up going to a different route because there was too many Marines on the main road. Eventually, Kokoro, she ended up calling Nami and she was telling them that they gonna end up have to let the bridge down if they want to make it over there to where CP9 and them is at. So Zamba, he makes a plan and he was like, they gonna end up handling all that while the Straw Hats just keep on moving ahead. So with that being said, as Zamba was trying to tell Gamora to go to the courthouse, this man get hit with a whole wrecking ball. Like, what type of timing these dudes is on to be holding a whole wrecking ball, bruh? And just to be casually just slinging it at people, that's crazy. And then on top of that, dude is smiling. Like, you gotta be a psychopath. And then after that, we cut to Sniper King and this man got the whole Giants under his control now. That's why he's the GOAT, bruh. And the shipwrights, they was already going through it, so they thought the Giants was gonna come after them. And the Marines, they was all happy thinking the Giants was coming to save them. But nah, you got them Giants fucked up. Just look at the anger in their eyes. Them boys is not happy at all. Both Oimo and Kashi just waxed them and sent them flying. In the way how my boy Oimo smiled like this, you can tell he wasn't playing. And then we cut back to CP9 and Spawnum. He ended up giving Kaku and Cauliflower their devil fruit. And then eventually they end up eating it. And they both were just tweaking out, but the whole time they were just doing that because of how it tastes. And as they was eating it, this man Lucci was over here just smiling like, bro, you good? Like, I get you want to see your teammates get powerful, but like, come on, bruh. You're weird. Anyways, we cut back to Luffy. And this man Blueno tells this man Luffy he's not bad. And Luffy was like, not bad? Because he just folded bro up real quick and he talking about not bad. And this man Blueno knew he was capping because immediately after he was like, I didn't know he'll be able to keep up with my speed. Like, bro, if you don't shut your lame ass up. So anyways, he moonwalks towards Luffy and Luffy was about to punch him. So he uses his Tempest kick, but Luffy dodges it. And then immediately after he tries to go for another one and Luffy dodges it. And just look how smooth this man Luffy is with it. I mean, my boy was just spinning in the air.
Oh my god, bro, is dick riding all you do?
But anyways, Blueno, he uses his iron body and he tries to stomp on Luffy, but Luffy dodges that. And then immediately after, this man started spinning around like a whale and this man Luffy was just backdashing. Wait, how could this man even see? He got the whole hat in front of his face. But anyways, eventually Blueno, he stops and he uses his door powers. And this man goes underground and then creates these little doors under Luffy's feet and pulls him inside the hole. And the only real chance he had to pack Luffy up, and this man does this. Turns this man Luffy face into a door and make his eyes start spinning around. And then after that, we just see a slice like he actually packed up Luffy. And both Sanji and Zoro peep game already. They already knew he was fighting CP9. But it still wasn't looking good for them because Gamora was still knocked out on the floor. And all the Marines already had them surrounded. But then eventually Gamora, he gets back up because he made a promise to Sodom that he was going to take everybody to where they needed to go at. I ain't gonna lie, that's what you call a W, mans. But they just had one problem, and that's because this man was over here racking out because he was blind. But he didn't care though, he just kept going. So eventually he made it to what it seemed like a stopping point. But both Zoro and Sanji break the building that's in front of them and they finally make it to the courthouse. And them boys was posted up trying to look all cool and shit, you feel me?
Shaboing boing, get the dick out your mouth, dummy.
After that, both Zoro and Sanji were just looking up at the rooftop. And then Nami, she runs over there and she asks them, do they see Luffy? Like, bro, how can they see Luffy if they over here standing here with you? Now, this was probably one of the most dumbest thing Nami said. But no, I'ma just have to let it slide. I'ma have to let it slide. Shout out to my boy Burleezy. Anyways, besides all that, y'all know them same dudes that was throwing those wrecking ball? Well, they tried throwing one at Nami. And I'm not gonna lie, they probably heard the dumbness that came out her mouth too. And y'all see my boy Zoro, he was ready. But Yokozuna, he steps in and he blocks it. And then after that, they run away like, bruh. But somehow, in some way, this man Sanji, he was already gone. And believe it or not, this man already was hawking them down. And I'm not gonna lie, this little mini scene right here was so cold. Just watch it. So somehow them boys was in a dark alleyway. And this dude tries to throw that wrecking ball at Sanji. And this man Sanji was so smooth with it. Over here lurking in the dark like he's Batman. What is this? And then he bodies him. Then he walks out the dust looking all clean and stuff. And then we get a look at one of the dudes that be throwing the wrecking balls. And bro most death skip leg day. Anyways, they were trying to figure out how they gonna make it through the door. And this man Zoro just sliced through the door like it's nothing. That's why he's my GOAT, bro. He don't waste no time, bro. After all that, the Frankie family, they split up into 3 groups. Anyways, we cut to Luffy and Blueno was waiting for Luffy to get out of the hole. And once he did, he was like, bro, finally my face closed back. And Blueno was like, of course, all closed doors would eventually shut. And then he tells Luffy that he's surprised that he still dodged his Tempest kick like that. And this man Luffy was just dusting himself off, telling him no big deal. And I want y'all to keep in mind, Luffy head is down right now. And I'm saying this because this man Blueno tries to attack him. And this man Luffy immediately weave his attack like it's nothing. And then after that, he tries to punch him, but Blueno dodges it. And then this man was over here moonwalking on the air until eventually he tries to finger pistol Luffy. But then Luffy dodges it by doing like 10 backflips. And then Blueno hops behind Luffy back and he tries to use his iron body and smash Luffy, but Luffy dodges it. And then after that, Luffy jumped towards Blueno and he tries punching him, but Blueno blocks it. And then he just started throwing hella punches, but Blueno, he was just blocking them hoes. And this man Blueno thought he was slick. He tried to play it off and throw that same Tempest kick at Luffy. And my boy Luffy was like, nah. And changed the whole course of this man Tempest kick. That boy had this man Blueno looking stupid. And then after that, Luffy was like, nah bruh, this no good. He told himself when he lost to Aokiji, he keep running to people stronger and stronger than him. And unless he gets stronger too, he can't protect his friends. And he said he want to because they all not strong like him. But regardless, they're his friends and he want to keep them. So he got to get stronger than anyone else. So Blueno was like, alright, so what you gonna do? And Luffy tells him he finds a new way to fight with all his might. And then eventually he just goes second gear. And he tells Blueno all his moves went up by just one step. And we get this iconic pose. And then after all that, this man Blueno started to throw jokes at this man Luffy. This man was saying, is he supposed to be a steam engine? Talking about Luffy starting to test his patience. Like, bruh, you're that eager to get beat that bad. And look how he was just looking at Luffy too, like, bro, giving him the stank face and all. And Luffy tells him that he's glad that he met him because now he'll never lose his friends. And Blueno was like, I don't understand. Ain't you gonna lose your friend because you met us? And he'll just calling him foolish and stuff. And Luffy gets ready to aim his attack. And this man Blueno was literally over here yapping. And then as soon as he tried to make a move, this man Luffy booms him, setting this man flying to the wall. That punch had this man so shook, this man pushes the dust cloud out the way, bruh. And by the time he tried to see what was going on, this man Luffy was already gone. And while this man Blueno was still looking lost, this man Luffy was like, sit your ass down. And then he sent him flying. And then after this man Luffy was just giving Blueno the beating of his life. He would just beat him like somebody parent. Y'all know how when y'all be bad in school when your mom hit you with one of these? Didn't I tell you not to be bad in school? Bro, this man literally gave him a back shot too, bruh. And just look at him, bruh. He was defeated. Like if I was him, I would have been pissed because every time I try to get up, I see a punch go to my face. This man Luffy was treating bro like his son. Anyways, he gets back up and this man was like, where'd he go? And Luffy punches him so fast that we couldn't even see it. This man really had Blueno going back to flashback on what Luffy said. This man Luffy really had him spooked to the point that he had to hide. If y'all wanted to know the definition of ducking from your ops, this is it. Luffy had bro spooked out his mind. Anyways, he decided that he was going to use that same move that he used on Luffy earlier. And he know that Luffy is way faster now. And he still thought that was a great idea, so he went for it. And Luffy just dodges it with ease. But y'all want to know the crazy thing about this? Even though that attack wasn't going to work, he said it out loud, so that even made it even worse. And tell me what bro thought he was slick. He tried to play it off and do a front flip with it as well.
This nigga is trash.
Anyways, after all that, Luffy was like, when they first fought, it looked like they were just distant appearing. But all they was really doing is just moving their feet 10 to 20 times per second. And he was like, he got the hang of it too. But he never would have figured that out if he never met them. And then he thanks Blueno again. And then he tells Blueno when his friends is in trouble, now he's going to be able to use their tricks to save them. Basically telling him, I robbed you and now I'm about to beat your ass with your own move. That's a different kind of level of disrespect. I want y'all to know that. Anyways, after that, Luffy, he goes for his jet bazooka. And he hit him so hard, it had to play 5 different times. And then after that, this man Luffy was about to overkill him. This man Luffy was about to use his 3rd gear on him. And this man was over here cheesing like he was still up. But then he eventually ended up falling down. And yeah, Luffy, he takes the dub. It still was crazy how he got clowned like that, bruh. Like your own up take your move and he just bodies you with it. Oh Oh my, like that's crazy. And then eventually after that, Luffy, he gets close and he yells Robin name so loud, she heard him. And yeah, the episode ends there. It's a perfect place to stop it. Hopefully y'all boys enjoyed another one of my videos, and y'all need to join my Discord if y'all want to play that One Piece game. I got y'all. I'm telling y'all, I got y'all. Only 500 of y'all got to join the Discord and we're good.